where maybe we're a little bit like in a precarious position, and because the teams are they're not quite as good as the top of the pool A, we don't lose a game because of it. So it's good for testing stuff, I think.
Yeah. And like say hello to everyone that's like watching, especially you guys that are overseas. Good to see you guys tuning into the Australian.
It's really like optimal
games.
time for them, right?
Yeah,
Definitely. It's just some prime time laser tag if you're international.
Yeah, so teams that are in, we've got Packwolf on green, Lightning on red, and then we've got What the Foe on blue. I think three deact at the moment on for blue and three deact at red, three at green. So I think that's just everyone moving around that arena. I don't think anything too much happens.
I think East Coast Lightning is one of the better team names to say. Like I've just been saying East Coast Lightning.
They've definitely been improving over today and yesterday, picking up some seconds.
Man, yeah. Because they're just it's a pickup team, right?
Yeah. Definitely, because they've got a mix of some Adelaide and Queensland. I'm not too sure where Dummy was from. I don't know if it's Dummy or Doomy, so I'm still trying to work that out. But I mean,
who's Dummy? Oh, okay. Man, I need my glass.
Yeah, Disney. They're picking up his first baser in green. So we got red defending inside of their base and being able to hold out a team there.
Pick a can, any can.
Yeah, I might go and have a look at red back. Just
nice setup there.
Yeah.
Yaz back on the inside.
Yeah, very nice.
I would say unusual at this point, but as you would say, it looks like Disney got out as it picked up that green base. So maybe trying to do a little bit of a different lineup. At least when we played them yesterday in Pool B, it seemed like Yazbek was doing the majority of the attacking, but maybe they've changed it up. I know he was having a few words with Shreds about some different red stuff. Maybe that's what we're seeing in action.
Definitely. We got greens at the back of blue base there, trying to sneak through.
How do you feel about the new barrels in blue
inside the base?
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I think it puts people there onto Spider a lot easier to get hit from front. Okay. Because I'm pretty sure that factor was reflective.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mind the other barrel being exposed to one side. So red being that he turned around and looked at the other door. So
50-50.
50-50 did not pay off. He's trying to run through the blue back.
And pretty hectic out the back. But I felt it looked like the back of blue is like an excellent place to play some lazy tag. Like you just kind of stand around, look, and you can see a lot. But yeah, I've definitely seen Grub do a few like suicide runs almost through the back door. It's just like first caution to the wind and charges through.
Yeah,
I think I see.
So we got reds being two-shot denied there. Now there is also reds at the front of green, so if they get their timings right, they might be able to sneak through the front door.
McNulty, is he a Queensland player?
He is, yes. He jumps between Brisbane and Sunshine Coast.
Just floats wherever he feels like it. A true laser tag movement.
There's a two-shot deny there from Red. Red was sitting inside box two, and there was a defender coming from back.
At a turn.
And a turn.
And Scuttles.
Things
too tall.
Oh, see the one that denied?
The 10.
Because if that was a turn straight from the deny, it should really have been a red button if it affected it.
Yeah. 100% agree, yeah.
The red team denied again.
Yeah, he got a two-shot denial, so yeah, arguably it should have, yeah.
Yeah, and we got greens cracking inside of blue there as well. And the ball's been shot out.
Could also be determined like after it, like in the sense that if he denies someone and then falls into a wall.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh my good content.
So we got a red take and then another two-shot deny. Tricky there. Tricky's now in the negatives, -700. He'll be looking to get out of that pretty quickly.
Yeah, he's 9 for 19. I think a large part of that is from standing at the back door of blue, just sort of waiting to get in, which is like, sometimes you have to do that, but you want to like do that as small time as possible just to get the base, and then you start working on the tag ready. Right.
I'd say Lightning though, they're on 8,001, but they've lost a lot on their denials. They've been doing pretty solid on the pack. Quite impressive.
Yeah, they're down 3,500 on denials. Disney still rank 1 across the game with a base and 2K in denials.
And they're on it blue.
And it's so gone. I saw.
And Bubbles takes. Bubbles been denied as well. And McNutty, I'll be catching a third.
Mm.
And nothing, and 2
There's not really a spot where you have a good chance against both doors, is there? Which is kind of feels like how it's been designed, right? Which is probably it's pretty good. I do like that design.
Yeah, no greens being felt there, and another 2-shot denial. So it's been pretty fun for all teams taking part.
What the Foe has definitely taken the lower variance approach here,
Yeah.
and have opted for a one just Alex with 1,000 points worth of cards.
Yeah, and out of all of these, I'm rooting for a deny here. Yeah. So there's another 2-shot deny there.
This is like the scrappiest game.
And this is another deny. Oh, Triggy's climbed out.
Yeah,
and,
it's just like, hello, boys. 2-3-1 base, by the way.
And green's going down there as well.
It's fine. Yeah, eventually someone has to reload, right? That's kind of what that was, I think. It's
eventually someone's been tagged too often.
And that's usually how these things kind of go, is eventually someone has to reload.
Definitely, but what the Foe, out of all of that cluster, definitely made it out on top. They've got, I think, 8, 12 denial bonus points off of that. So like 250 on one of those denies, so then 12 of those, I can't math, so it's high.
A lot of points were won, and some people are sad.
Yeah.
Definitely
sad. Bubbles on his 2-shot deny there. So Bubbles now sitting on 6 shots deny, so he's still got to put 3 more in consecutive order to get that base.
Yeah, consecutive order is the key here, ladies and gentlemen. You need to get 3 in to win.
Definitely.
No one's very few people seem to get more than 2 these days.
Right now, what the Foe, nearly double the second team there, just with an extra base on top of that as well, but all those denials.
I don't think anyone's going to look back. Well, okay, maybe what the Foe looks back at this game is like, we played well because we got the least amount of denials. And I think, yeah, as you said, 2 bases and 1,000,000 points worth of denials. Put them.
I think the question is now, what happens next? All the teams that got denied, do they stay at blue, or do they run? Like both teams, like there were 3 teams there attacking. 2 teams that are attacking, 1 defending. So 3 teams. Do you think that one of the attacking teams would move on?
Yeah, I 100% think Darwin's moved on with that knife.
Yeah, so they've moved up to red.
Yeah, exactly.
There at the back door.
I think once Tricky got it, and then Bubbles got denied. Like, all right, I think we're done.
Up there as well. So now blue, 1-shot denied. I think their attacks are following each other, and it's not looking too great in this game.
What a game! Yeah, no, you're 100% right. Like, you look at red cams; they're both there. There's blues, there's reds, there's greens. It's all.
Yeah, I think we'll count how many denies happen. So Bubbles got the clean red hit there.
Yeah, we're working on what we got. At this point in the game, we have 4, 6, 12 plus 3 is 15.
And Trad's taking his shot. It got shot denied.
19, 21.
So, like, it's actually quite interesting what the Foe with 20,000 points. But their first player on their team has 5,792 with 2 bases. So he's actually on a negative.
Yeah, he's having a
impact.
27 denial shots as the game stands right now.
Yeah. So, yeah, Skit's taking his base there. So it's looking like what the first game, just from that cluster in the middle.
Oh, tricky shot out of red. Yazbek sets up on the inside. We've got some Darwin players. Here we go. I think we might get Bubbles putting shots in. No, shot out by a blue player. Oh, here we go.
Chicken on red.
Chicken.
You've gone that
Chicken
one.
comes up huge.
I think now everyone's opening up a bit. Because
it's kind of it's really it's just kind of it's kind of profound, right? When that just kind of happens, like the people who've been denied was getting mirrored pretty much everywhere in the arena, and that just kind of it's just like the feel of the arena at that any one time. Then all of a sudden it just explodes.
Yeah,
and I think we see that most in like the Team Elim event. All of a sudden it just explodes. Everything just kind of rushes through. But yeah, what the Foe just did such a good job of picking up all of the denials in the game. And and I think as much as it was picking up the denials, it was also not being denied. Yeah. Like the fact that they don't have to risk it and they just get the pack points denying other people. I wonder if they just sort of like the game just kind of it seemed like the game just kind of came to them, right?
Yeah.
Didn't really have to. They just had to play a good blue defense, and here's the first.
So there's a green going down there. So yeah, blue covered themselves there from that front side, and we get that.
Green, I think, is a really well designed base.
Yeah,
I think
there's also a red base that just went down there as well.
yeah,
I think that was blue. Chicken may have finished that one off.
classic chicken, getting 2 from nothing, and 4 denial shots. Finish on what, like probably like just over 11k. That's a tasty tag.
Green's running into blue. Bubbles being got out there.
It's like, come on, man! I just need a base. I just want that one.
Yeah,
base.
yeah.
Warming up.
It was like a method with the
Oh,
sensors
yeah, exactly. Just
yesterday.
you just gotta keep chasing that dragon.
Yeah,
Here comes Bubbles. He's in, and he's out.
and he's out.
Yeah, I don't think it seems like the meta is pretty much like watch the front door, right? Like
Yeah.
stand under the base and watch the front door. It seems like that's the meta because you kind of get like proxy cover from the barrels, like as the B-door player moves through or the backdoor player rather. You get a little bit of cover just when they have to run in, so you get a half a chance.
Yeah.
Bubbles set up under the base.
I was watching that back door.
Come on, Bubbles. Oh, he's covering Scuttles.
Oh,
All right, I think that's not bad at this point. I think with how hectic that game is, if they've got one at the back door, Bubbles watching from watching the front door, and Scuttles is in that little corner just shooting the base. Like that's. I was like, all right, we definitely need as secure bases as possible.
yeah. I think the game is pretty set out now, but what a game!
What a game! So this is somewhat of a Packwolf was currently coming just a little bit higher, and the Lightning were bottom. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
So Lightning, unfortunately, picking up the third there. They were doing very well at the start, but then they kept getting that denial run.
Yeah.
It really hurt them.
Yeah, I wonder if that would have happened if Uzbekistan was in control of the attack. Who knows? Yeah. Nah, I think it's good. This kind of game is real good. I think you'd probably hate your life if you're someone with 7 denial shots. Like if you're tricky and if you're bubble 6 shots into blue, you're not having a good time, right? It's one thing if you put 6 shots in and then you get it. Then there's that affirmation that you actually got it.
I'm trying to count. Yeah, seeing how many denials there were.
Well, yeah, I counted like 10 minutes and it was like 27 or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think there weren't too many more after that, right? It was sort of like
also everyone was like, "Oh, you're going."
All right, everyone, boys. We need 3 attackers, 1 watching each door, 1 inside. We're going to confirm these bases, make sure no one dies.
Yeah.
It's just we spend too much money.